Yo, people, what's good? What's good? I am back with another reaction segment of this video. I want people to listen to this journalist and reporter Megyn Kelly, okay, who used to be an recorder for Fox News. I don't know how that went, but anyway, she basically expresses her feelings emotionally of how Barack Obama is the cause of America's division in relation to Charlie Kirk's death. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this clip, okay, and I'm going to let you guys listen to what she has to say and her reaction and how she feels that Barack Obama has a lot to do with the division of America and Charlie Kirk's death.
We don't feel like ourselves. We haven't felt like ourselves in a while. And I'm sorry to get political, but I'm just going to be honest. We haven't felt like ourselves since Barack Obama. I just think he was such a slick snake. You know, he was this affable guy who was like wearing good suits and looked the part and sounded the part and dressed the part, but was so divisive in his messaging. The left, they look at you like when you say this, they don't know what you're talking about. It's like, because you don't pay attention to the other half of the country. You only pay attention to your absurd news sources, which spin and spin and spin to protect Democrats, especially if they're named Obama. He's the one who started to inject race where no one had been doing it. He's the one who started to use his pen and the phone to shove things down our throat that we didn't want. He's the one who shoved through an entitlement on our health care and our personal doctor visits that he promised he wouldn't mess with, and then he did, really hurting people, causing massive anger and open lies. He never missed an opportunity to twist the knife on the racial issue. He would do it subtly and in his own way, but it was very clear what he was doing. For the first time, we had a president who weighed in on legal cases before they'd played out. We never did that. That was a taboo that had never been crossed before him. And Donald Trump was the reason Barack Obama... reverse that. Barack Obama was the reason Donald Trump came about, that he was born as a political figure. They say Trump's divisive. He was the antidote. He was the answer to the divisiveness of Barack Obama. And we just haven't felt like ourselves for years now. We don't feel like...
So here's the thing. It's her constitutional right to express how she feels. And same goes for Charlie Kirk. But the idea to blame someone of a crime that's committed without, hardcore evidence, it's insane. Now, government officials suspect that Tyler Robinson, they feel is the suspect of the murder of Charlie Kirk. Now, here's the thing. The Constitution, what we love about the Constitution, that it gives us the freedom of speech, which is the First Amendment. Some people say Charlie Kirk was a racist or a supremacist, whatever. But here's the thing. In my opinion, he did not deserve to die a gruesome death, okay? He was expressing his constitutional right, as a conservative or liberal. Now, Tyler Robinson, conservative. But to say and to blame minorities and blacks of a crime is insane. Where is the evidence? There isn't any. And the backlash of all of this is just unconstitutional. People are losing their jobs. The universities, black universities were not banned, but they were shut down, all because of Charlie Kirk. Then you got supremacist groups on the rise because they want someone to blame so badly. But here it is. Innocent people are suffering the backlash all because they're expressing their First Amendment constitutional right. And what the administration, what they're doing is they're taking the Constitution and they're bending it to benefit them. while other people suffer. People rely on their jobs to provide for their families. And for you to say, J.D. Vance, well, let the employers know and terminate them, that is just insane. People have that right. What the Constitution is supposed to do is supposed to protect their right to expressing how they feel. It's our constitutional right, and it should be protected as such, because you have people like the MAGA and the administration will take it and bend it and twist it and use it to their false narrative to hurt innocent minorities. Where is the Supreme Court that the Constitution, where it stands for, where it has to be implemented? It needs to be addressed. I love Jimmy Kimmel. I love Stephen Colbert. I love Jimmy Fallon. I love Jon Stewart. These people are iconic comedians, that expresses how they feel when it comes to the government issues. Why trash them and allow them to lose their jobs over a man who was expressing his constitutional right, but a racist? Make this make sense. Make this make sense. Megyn Kelly basically said, even though he was the reason, but then flipped the script, totally lost everything she had said, from an emotional perspective, just to blame someone without hardcore evidence. Our former president, all because she makes it seem as if Barack Obama was the first black president and he was the one that made the changes, or the reason why America is the way it is. That's just, morally wrong, in my opinion. But here it is, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I'm always open to more content, people's opinions. Let me know what you think. Without further ado, guys, thank you again. Signing off. Peace. Megyn TV.